let's just call it for what it is. When you look up consistency and you Google it, you'll see a picture of SP the Ghost, Styles P right next to it. I mean, for the last, 15, almost 20 years, he's been dropping consistent music, whether it's his mixtapes or whether it's his full-length albums. I mean, he never drops a whack verse, a whack beat. He never has a whack producer produce a whack beat for him. Everything he does is just very, very nice and very thought of and well put together. Well, Styles just dropped his brand new album, Ghostin', just yesterday, just a day ago. So I'm gonna break this album down and I'm gonna tell you what I think about the album, and I'm gonna give you a rating too about how I actually think the album is either that good or just not that good or that bad. Yo, it's AP on the spot. Let's get into it. Let's just talk about SP the Ghost, Ghostin'. First track on the album is called WTF, What the Fuck? And it's a skit, no music here, it's a skit. Track number 2 is called Time Traveler, produced by Dayzel. Now, this song right here, the drum kicks are backed up with a very unique and ominous synth sound that's used throughout the whole track. Styles talks about how he's still around in the game and grinding, doing his thing after all these years. I mean, it's been almost 25 years since Styles P has been active, going back to 1996, around that time right there. So Styles has been still grinding, still doing his thing, still at the top of his game. And the hook on the song says, I'm just trying to travel in time, speak on the thoughts that I had on my mind, reminisce on the days that I had on the grind, but I'm still on the grind. He's still on the grind. I told you, he's still on the grind. Track 3, Fade Away, featuring Yemi Sauce, produced by Perb Official Luxury Music. And this song right here has like an acoustic guitar sound used throughout, backed up by some heavy drum kicks. Auto-tune is used on the hook, but this is one of those scenarios and situations where the auto-tune that's used on the hook is not really overpowering and it's not really ruining the song. Because a lot of times, auto-tune has been played out for years, but rappers still use it, sometimes to appeal to a younger demographic, and sometimes they just use it because it sounds good. And in this case, it actually sounds, even though, full disclosure, I'm not a fan of auto-tune, this one sounds okay on this track right here. Not bad, not bad at all. Track number 4, Privilege, produced by his son, Noah Styles, who's a producer, up and coming producer in the game. And this isn't the first time Noah Styles produced for his dad, Styles. I mean, Noah Styles' sound, I actually like his instrumentals and like his production. He did some work on Styles P, one of his previous albums, and I thought his production is pretty nice, actually. I think his production is pretty nice. This is a standout track right here, and it has a nice slight piano sound and loop throughout the song. This is pretty much, this song is just bar heavy. It's a rhyme fest. Nothing too intellectually dropped on this one right here. He just giving you straight rhymes, straight lyrics, straight bars. One thing that I really did like about this song is the way, like, the Barry White song, the instrumental for I'm Gonna Love You Just a Little, just drops like right during the first verse. It kind of, the beat switches up a little bit, that and you know what I'm saying, but then it switches back to the original beat. So I did like how Noah Styles' son freaked that little Barry White sample just a little bit. Styles says on this song, you know the vibes, president of the hood is notarized, hope you get the picture, it's polarized. And they say I go dumb, but you know that I'm Yoda wise. Nice little line right there by Styles SP. Track 5, Hit Different, produced by Perb, Official Luxury Music. And one thing that I noticed about Styles on this particular album right here, and on a lot of previous other albums, is that he goes with the lesser known producers, sort of like what Lloyd Banks did. Producers that are not household names, up and coming producers. So I do like that because they've been bringing the heat on Styles' album, and they brought the heat on this whole album. I thought the production was pretty nicely done on this album for the most part. Hit Different. I love this saxophone loop used throughout. This is actually one of my favorite songs on the album. It's a standout beat instrumental. Styles talks about how he's a 5-star general in hip hop in the streets. He's never, he also talks about on this song and throughout, he says on the album about how he's against the vaccine with COVID-19 and all of that, things of that nature, and how his music just hit different. And how the streets raised him. He was raised in the streets, but the streets didn't take him. He didn't succumb to the streets. So, pretty good message if you're looking for a message in there, Track number 6 is Only Spenders, featuring Miss Pharma, produced by Black Saun or Sean. I know I'm probably butchering your name, my guy, but it's Black, S-A-U-N. It's a self-explanatory song. It's talking about money. It's talking about how money influences our personal lives and personal situations. Track 7, Oh Hell No. It's a skit. Number 8, we got On the Double featuring Dice Payne, Tony Moxberg, and this is produced by Ron Don and Mario Luciano. On the hook on the song, it's a heavily influenced autotune trap hook on it, keeping with that, here and there auto-tune theme a little bit. But SP Wright, I thought Styles rode the beat very. I thought SP rode the beat very nicely. Styles' verse is pretty nice on this one. Full disclosure, I could have did without Tony Moxberg and Dice Payne. I could have did without them. They didn't bring anything to the table on this track or on this song right here. I think it should have just been a SP solo joint. And yeah, I think Styles, it was a nice beat, nice track, but Styles could have definitely had that joint to itself. Track 9, Stop the Rain, featuring Lavish Life, produced by BOS. And once again, we got Black Sean, Black S-A-U-N. I'm going to be honest with you on this one. Lavish Life is on the hook. I think he's absolutely terrible. I think this is probably like one of my favorite songs on the album. If you just completely just rip him off the instrumental, rip him off the song. I just thought he was terrible. But the song is hard. This is like the beat is hard. It's that classic Styles P, knocking, gritty, grimy kind of a beat. And Styles actually takes what he's talking about and, on this song back to like the early mid 2000s, back when he was coming out with the Ghost in the Shell mixtape. I mean, he's giving you the raw and the gutter on this song, uncut filter, explicit lyrics. I thought it was real dope. Styles says on the song, what the F you yelling gang for? What the F you yelling gang for? What you yelling gang for? I live in the house of pain, reside on the main floor. With hammers, I'm a large pro. Better check the main source. Southside Yonkers, I'll take your chains off. So he was just getting real gutter, real explicit. I like this song. Once again, the hook was terrible, absolutely, but the song was dope. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. Track 10, Scattered, produced by Noah Styles. And this was actually the first single. He dropped a video for this about a month ago. It was nicely produced, very nicely produced song. Styles is rapping pretty nicely on this one. I like this song. 11 is Order in the Court, produced by Shroom and Cartier the God. A very nice instrumental. The track is nice with the piano loop. I love my piano loop kind of songs. I like this track. The beat switches up for the second verse. And it goes a little bit more up tempo. So there is a beat shift and a beat change that was pretty nice on this song. 12, track 12, Close to Me, produced by Black Sean. There we go, Black S-A-U-N. Yo, bruh, hit me up on IG or Twitter. I know I'm butchering your name, my bad. But yeah, it was produced by him. And this is track 12, Close to Me. He's just basically talking about, basically how he keeps the hammer close to him, in all cases, in all situations. He's always ready. Track 13, we got Some Niggas, produced by Perb and Official Luxury Music. Now, Official Luxury Music, Black Sean, and, Perb has been doing, and his son Noah pretty much handled the bulk of the production on this album, actually. Same ends talks about the tendencies of what happens in the streets when you're dealing with certain people. I mean, it's just like, when you're dealing with certain on the street, you're going to get certain kind of vibes, certain kind of altercations and all different, put yourself in all kind of situations. So that's what it's basically talking about. And the final track on the album, track 14, See Myself, produced by his son Noah. See Myself discusses a very reflective track. He basically reflects on his life. He discusses self-contemplation, and then he does a bit of soul searching on this song. The instrumental, I thought the beat was cool. It's a pretty nice way to close out the album. 14 tracks on this Ghostin' joint right here. Overall, it's a quality album. Once again, we got the rating. We doing Source Magazine, old school rating 1 through 5. 1 being absolutely terrible, 5 being hip hop classic. I'm gonna give this album a 4 out of 5. I thought it was consistent with all the Styles' work over the last couple years. Definitely a solid album. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Sheek Louch is on Styles' heels though, because Sheek Louch released 2 albums last year. I think one was a mixtape and the other one was official album. I think Beast Mode, I think it was Beast Mode 4, and the other one he dropped one. I can't remember the name of the other one. It's losing, I'm losing my train of thought about the Sheek Louch, talking about Styles. But Sheek is been very consistent too. I give it to Sheek Louch. Beast Mode 4 was a very dope album. So Sheek is on Styles' heels when it comes to trying to fight for the most consistent out of the locks, because Jadakiss, who knows what Jada is on. Jada drop an album once every 4 or 5 years, and then when he drops it, it's normally a mediocre, it's all right, all right album. You know, his last album wasn't really all that good. But this one right here, Styles P Ghostin', I liked it. Definitely a quality album. So if you into Styles, if you love the locks, you know what I'm saying? Or if you just want them lyrics, that grime, that gutty, that gully, that gutter, yo, this is it right here. Definitely a definitely a dope album. It's definitely good, amazing, dope album. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Yo, it is AP on the spot. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and, you know, check out my content. You know what I'm saying? Like, dislike, whatever you want to do. It's all love here. And I will talk to you later. Peace.